I'm Lucretia Johnson, the president of Ladies in Film and Television, and I would love to invite you to our award show, the Texas Indie Filmmakers Awards. It is March 30th at the Sheraton Hotel in Arlington. We have a Western theme this year. Yes, we do. And we want you to put on your hats, your cowboy boots, your bolos, your nice dresses, and come out and celebrate with us Western style. Our legend of the year is Miss Irma P. Hall. She is the mother of Texas, the big mama to the world. Our hosts will be Yarbo and Peoples again this year. The chemistry that they have is absolutely amazing. And the talent that we'll be performing, you don't want to miss it. We work hard here in Texas. So we want to see you there. So come and book a room at the Sheraton, and let's celebrate all night long. Hey, did I mention the Friday night mixer? It's going to be at Jay Gilligan's. And last year we had a great time there. We danced, we partied, and we networked, and we met people from all over Texas. So you don't want to miss this. You really want to be a part of this. I know you do. So come on out and see what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Welcome, 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 everyone. Thank y'all so much for joining. Go ahead and hit that, that subscribe button if you're on YouTube watching. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and follow us and make sure you share this live, okay? Because we are definitely getting ready to talk. I have 4 guests tonight, y'all. And for those of you that do not know who I am Jeanette Greenwood. I am the CEO, the founder of Ladies in Film and Television, and we have been running these interviews back to back, talking to our nominees for the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards 2024, and we're super excited tonight that we have 4 guests that are going to be joining us tonight to talk about their nomination, talk about their projects, and we're going to talk about Texas, okay? Because this is what it's all about, Texas industry. We're blowing up, y'all, and we're just really excited about everyone that's coming out. You just saw our commercial with our president, Miss Lucretia Johnson, and yes, she invited all of you out to join us. Actually, the event is March 30th, and it's coming up very quickly, like next weekend quickly. So tickets are still on sale, the few that we have left. But we want to make sure you come on in. Tonight, guys, I have a lineup of nominees that are on their way here to Arlington to enjoy this event and to network, as well as just have a good time. And of course, they're here to win an award. Who wouldn't be coming to win an award? That's the purpose of the show, right? But tonight, we're going to talk about some great things with these guests. My first guest that I have backstage, I am so excited to bring this young lady on. I got a chance to actually see this film that she produced. And when I tell you, oh my God, I honestly don't know how you guys can see this film, but guess what? We're going to find out tonight how you can see it. But please welcome our guest. And I know I'm going to mess this last name up. And if I don't, y'all clap for me. I can say the first name, Emily. And she told me once before, and I'm just country. But I'm gonna do my best. Emily, I'm trying to remember. I would say Giuffre because of the way it's spelled. But I think it's something different. Giuffre. It was something very fancy. I can't say this fancy word. But without further ado, y'all know the rules. Give us some hearts and some hand claps and all that good stuff. Hey, Jerry, welcome to the show. Give it up for our guest tonight, Miss Emily. And say that last name for me. Hi, Emily. Uh-oh, Emily, are we frozen again? We were having a few technical difficulties. Can you hear me? I don't know. It looks like your mic is unmuted, so your mic is fine on my end, but I can't hear you. Can anyone hear her out there? Maybe it's me. The joys of technology. We're gonna get it. I can't hear you yet. She's working. Let me see if there's anything I can do on my end. No. Okay, you are authenticated. So, Emily, I'm not sure what's happening. You might want to try to log out and click and come right back in. We'll wait. We don't have anything to do but sit here and wait on you. So try to log out and come back in. You might need to move to another area in the house as well as a possibility. And we'll wait. Okay, y'all. So right now we having a little technical difficulties with Emily access. So she's going to come back in and see if we can get this thing rolling. Thank all of you again so much for joining us tonight. And while she's coming back in, I wanted to go ahead and say a couple of things. For those of you that have not purchased your tickets, let me tell you, we have 40 something tickets left. That's all. The ticket sales actually end on Friday. So hopefully we will sell out before Friday. That is the goal. So we want to thank everyone that has purchased your tickets to the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards show. Hi, Miss Evelyn. We'll be interviewing her later on this evening. So we're excited. Emily has just left. We're having a technical difficulties and she'll be right back. She's trying to get a better signal somewhere else. So we're waiting on Emily to come back. But we want to thank everybody that's in the audience. Go ahead and say hello if you're watching, or if you just, you know how you can scroll through Facebook and see something and you don't click on it so nobody won't see that you in there really watching. Go on, come on in the room and let us see you. We love you. Come on in the room. Okay, her StreamYard is not cooperating. Oh no. Okay, I don't know what to do. Let me see if it's anything I can think of. Hi, Tammy. Emily's is having an issue with her StreamYard. I don't know if it's any other way. I hate that. Okay. Is it just your sound? Because your video was perfect, Emily. It was perfect. I could see you very well. I don't know if it's just the area that you were in the house. Sometimes you got to move around, unfortunately. Dang it. Okay. Well, my next guest is not in yet, but no problem. We will figure it out and get you back on. If we can't get you back on tonight, we'll try to figure this thing out and get you back on, because we definitely want to talk to you. You got people on listening, and we hate that it's not coming up for you. Yeah. Okay. So while she's working on it, you can try to pop back in if you want, and we could try it again. Just let me know whatever you want to do, Emily. I'm so sorry this is happening. Okay, she's trying to get back in. Come on, y'all. We need some prayers to go up that her equipment work. Prayers go up. We're going to try again. All right, here we go back. Emily.
Hey, can you hear me?
Prayers work. Yes, I can hear you.
Fantastic. Let me mute the computer real quick.
All right, we're in. All right, that's awesome. We got it.
So you did very good.
Somebody said they can hear you loud and clear. There we go.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So yeah, last name is Giuffre. It's a weird Italian
Giuffre.
name. Giuffre.
I was like, I remember, but I can't say it. Giuffre.
It's okay.
Well, Ms. Giuffre, we appreciate you for coming on the show. We're excited about this entire event, the entire process. It has been amazing just meeting, virtually learning you. And we haven't got a chance to meet in person yet, but it just has been rewarding. And your project, Kindred Spirit, we're going to go ahead and jump into it because we didn't lost a few minutes, but I got to ask you this because I got a chance to see that film. And I just want to know, what was your inspiration behind Kindred Spirit? What motivated you to create this film? It's a short film, by the way, guys.
Yes. Well, first off, thank you very much for interviewing me. And, Jenna, I've just been blown away with this organization, with this award ceremony. We haven't even had the award ceremony. And I mean, you've just delivered, you've brought all these eyes on our project. You have all of these seminars with business, industry experts. And I mean, I just feel like we've been treated like royalty. And like I said, the event even hasn't even happened. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. But this story, Kindred Spirits, was a combination of 3 different true stories that I sort of combined. One with a friend of mine that from Russia, that I became good friends with, and another with my grandfather. My grandfather and I used to listen to music together. It's kind of a combination of both my grandfathers. And I became I guess, start in the industry, or as far as acting, was in theater. And I had a really good friend in theater that I became very close to, so much that she came to stay with my family or celebrate Easter one year. And we had been good friends for the past year, when the more she talked, my mom was saying, your family sounds really familiar. And it turns out that our grandfathers were best friends during World War II. So
wow.
It was just I know, it was just wild. And I thought, with the story, if you haven't seen it, I thought that a lot of people would say, yeah, that's sweet, but it's kind of far-fetched. But I can't tell you how many people have said, something similar has happened to me in my life. So
wow.
I just wanted to, sort of combine those stories and tell, a story about friendship, whether, even though these are 2 people who are seemingly very different, they actually have a lot in common.
Wow. I mean, to learn that this was actually 3 different real life stories that you combined. You did a fantastic job combining those stories and creating that story. Let me just tell you.
Thank you so much.
And once you start watching it, you're definitely like, I want to see the ending of this. And that's a good thing. To grab somebody in the beginning is a very good thing in the industry.
Fantastic.
Yes. So let me ask you this. How did you actually, you know what? I'm not going to ask that question because you kind of shared that already. Kindred Spirits has been nominated for the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards 2024. Now, how does it feel to have your work recognized in this way? And what impact do you want what impact do you hope the film will have on viewers?
Well, I learned about Texas Indie Film Awards from Jerry Lacone, who's another nominee as well. And
okay.
I saw that and I was like, that's literally me, Texas independent filmmaker. And it's just been so exciting to see the amount of talent that's in Texas, Jeanette. Like, just all in one area. I can't tell you how excited that makes me, because, when I first started or had, ideas of wanting to go into film and TV, I didn't want to go to New York. I didn't want to go to California. I was like, I want to do it here. I want to do it at home in Texas. And I want, it's with Kindred Spirits. And I've watched some of the other films. I mean, I'm just, there is talent in Texas.
Yes.
And I want people, when they think of Texas, to not just think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I'm not a horror person. I'm not a horror person. I want some good stories. I want some good acting. I want, things like 12 Mighty Orphans. I really love that. It was made in Texas. One of my favorite movies, Secondhand Lions, made in Texas. I want to do, some history pieces. I want to do some good feel good films. But work in Texas because this is where I live. This is my home, and work with some great talent here. So that's why
Exactly.
I I hope with Kindred Spirits is that you know on paper, I mean, it seems simple enough. Whenever you're in the, making a movie, it's always more difficult and expensive than you think it will be. But it's a simple story. It's uh, a couple of actors, not a ton of locations, but I still wanted to show that you can tell a good story without blood and guts and all of that.
Exactly. And that's the whole goal for Texas Indie. I actually had this vision years ago um about having an award show. I was like, man, we need to really recognize what's going on here in Texas. Uh, I mean, I respect the Emmys and Grammys and all these other award shows. Kudos to them. But I say I want us something for Texas because I don't feel that we get the recognition that we deserve here in Texas. So when I went to my board of directors, and I'm always coming up with ideas, and sometimes they'll look at me and be like, or they might just say, "Oh, that's a good," because I have too many. But when I did bring it to the board, they was like, "That would be awesome. How are we gonna do this? What kind of money we need?" We was like, "Oh man, we don't know. We were gonna do this." But we stepped out on faith last year for the inaugural, and we put it out there on Film Freeway, and people started submitting. We was like, people are submitting, and
It's
so it was
happening.
just it's happening, yeah. And so it was so exciting. But this is so crazy because I heard you just say that Jerry recommended you, and both of you got nominated. I mean, we had over 40 something, 50 something film, and that is really cool that both of you got nominated.
I know
Wow.
and that's what I love seeing about just everyone that, as far as the nominees go, I've had people reach out to me and say, how can I watch Kindred Spirits? Odessa Feaster, was one. And I watched Elite Society, and I just
Oh,
love the, uh, just how everyone is supporting each other and, wanting to, hey, can I watch your movie? And sharing with me their movies. Just this love and support that I've gotten, the vibe from this awards ceremonies. I mean, I guess we can't say film festival because we're not going to be watching all the movies, but in a way, it's kind of
no,
because we're all been watching each other's movies up until the,
behind the scenes. Yeah.
behind the scenes. And so just the love and support and encouragement, been getting from everybody. And these are other nominees. It's just been so heartening. I love it.
Oh, and I didn't know. Look, you just shared the juice because I didn't know all this was going on behind the scenes. This really has touched my heart to hear that what our vision is and was for this is really happening. So thank you so much for sharing it. Oh, that's the feaster. I'm gonna have to hug her when I see her. Good job.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
excited to
been
hear
great.
that. Yes. So I heard you talking about, and we're filmmakers. We all in the industry doing what we do. I do plays, I do film. So I always want to know the challenges. What were some of the challenges you faced during your production of Kindred Spirits? How did you overcome them to bring your vision to life?
I'm trying to think. Um, it seemed to be smooth sailing up until you know, with the subject matter, it's about a woman from Texas and a woman from Russia who become friends. And
Okay.
we had two flashback scenes to film a few months later because it was during the holidays, and so it would just be better if we did some flashback scenes. So it was more actors, more locations after the holidays. So when I was able to schedule with everybody, the whole thing with Russia and Ukraine broke out, and a lot of people were worried that
Oh,
maybe no one's going to want to watch this, maybe no film festival will want to select it, uh and I was like, but guys, there's nothing political about it. It's about friendship. It's about, people who come from different backgrounds, and overcoming prejudices, because, and I'm not going to get into the whole Russia-Ukraine thing. I, you know, don't understand it very well.
Right.
However, I know a lot of people in Russia and Ukraine, and I love all of them. And
Right.
this is a story about individuals and overcoming stereotypes. And uh, so there was a little bit of that in the beginning that I was worried, well, maybe no one will want to see it. Maybe they just, uh, I can't even describe it, but you know, there was that fear that, oh, maybe this will be too soon. Too soon, I guess, is the word I was looking for. But honestly, everyone has been very kind towards this movie, and you know, we can't just blame an entire group of people because of
That's right.
a bad event. So uh, everyone has been very, very kind about Kindred Spirits, and they've liked the story, and uh, so I guess you could say it was just getting over my own fears. Because when
Exactly.
it started, it was just like, we're just gonna tell this story, and then it became something more. And it's like, I've never been a controversial person, but for some reason controversy seems to follow me, and I felt like that was happening again with this movie. But honestly, it's been, Kindred Spirits has been like a really good friend, has been like an ambassador, you know, speaking on my behalf. So um,
Wow.
I guess it was just getting over my own fears, Jeanette, that and be confident in my storytelling capabilities, and just saying what the world thought of it, not, you know, just staying with my fears.
Wow, that's good. And sometimes we will be the biggest person in our way. I mean, you know, we
Yes.
will be the problem, the obstacle. So I'm glad that you were able to get past those fears, because we wouldn't have had the opportunity to view such an amazing project. So thank you,
Thank you.
fears, for going away. Let me ask you this now. The characters in Kindred Spirits are portrayed with depth and authenticity. Can you talk about the casting process and how you work with the actors to develop their roles?
Well, I honestly didn't have to do anything with Alicia Griffin. I had actually met Alicia on, she plays the character Sveta, and I had worked with Alicia on one other project prior. It was a day project. We didn't know each other, and that project honestly didn't go anywhere, but I met three other people who became really good friends. So sometimes that project doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. You meet some really awesome people. And she
Mm-hmm.
was one of those people. And I was watching her because I was on crew for that project. She was one of the cast, and I was blown away by Alicia. You know, I
Wow.
just thought she was such a fantastic actress. And then in between takes, she jokingly said something with a very Russian accent, and I was like, "What did you just say?" Because I had already written the script for Kindred Spirits. It was one of those projects that I was like, you know, someday, I never need a really good actress to play Sveta, and it was sort of like, oh my gosh, that's Sveta. I just met her.
Mm.
So, uh, so with Alicia, you know, there wasn't a really a whole process. I just said, I have a script. I really want you to play Sveta in it. Here, read it. I hope you like it. And I was so happy that she said yes. With the other small part characters, it was more of a process of saying, "Hey, friends, I need a couple of grandpas. I need a couple of kids. Hey, friends, available on this date," and that was sort of the process with that.
Wow, that's
They've
cool.
all been.
That's cool. And you know, the fun thing is, you have so many people that are actually willing to just come on set and do it, you know? So when you just like, hey, show up, and some people will definitely show up for that opportunity. That's cool.
Yes, yes, it's been fantastic. I have one friend. She's just been wonderful. Her name's Lisa Vanetta, and she got all the people to come to a particular sing at an airport, and I was like, I need people at an airport. And she's like, okay, when? How many? You know, and she like literally go find the people.
Wow, I like her.
Yes, and she's not a casting director, or she's just got a lot of friends, and she's like, I'll get them there.
And I saw that scene, and she had them there.
She did.
All right, I got one last question. Well, one and a half last question. As an indie filmmaker, what advice would you give to aspiring filmmakers who are looking to create meaningful and impactful stories like Kindred Spirit?
Gosh, there's so much.
Take
I
your time.
think, you're going to run into a lot of people in this industry who are only business minded. And they're like, I care about your story and I don't care about this. I want to know if I can make money. And yes, when you get to that point, you do need to think about those things. However, you
Right.
can never disregard a story that comes from the heart. You can't.
Yes.
And if you try to write and make things that you think other people will like, it's going to be like trying to throw spaghetti to the wall. And I say just write and film the stories that are important to you. And chances are there's going to be a lot of other people who really resonate with it. And I just think you're going to be more successful. I do.
I love it. I love it. And I agree with it 100% because when you do it from the heart and you're enjoying what you do, all of us that are watching can tell, because I can definitely tell that that film was written from the heart. And because the passion in the film that I witnessed by watching it, you can tell. So I love that feedback. How can people out here follow you? How can they go see the film? I know if you got it in film festivals, I don't know if it's out anywhere that they can see it, but we want to know how to follow you and how to go watch this film.
Fantastic. Well, it'll be public next month. However, if you'd like to see it before then, you can just contact me. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I have my last name and then my first name. So it's Giuffre Emily.
Okay.
That's my handle.
And that's on your platforms, right?
Yes, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, I'm going to post it here for those that are joining in and want to go see this amazing film. And you said it's your last name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm typing it in.
My last name has 1 E.
Okay, and then I got 2. All right, and that's all social media's platform. I'll put that here. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and post this for you. And you can screenshot it or whatever you want to do. Y'all know how we do. And then it will show. So let's go ahead and post that. That's for her. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, on all social media platforms. And then she also said you can message her. She accepts messages, so to let you see the film. But
second, Jeanette. Sorry, it's Giu. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify real quick.
Okay,
G-I-U.
let's fix that.
Like Giuseppe, Giuffre.
And I look, I'll be trying to get fancy, and Giu
Giu
FFR E, and then Emily. Okay. Okay, I think I got it this time. All right. And is there anything that I didn't ask, anything that you want to say? I want you to close out your segment with whatever you want to share with the community.
I feel like I've said this a lot to people lately, but if there's something you want to do, okay, you want to be a filmmaker and you've put it off, or things got in the way, or you've just gotten to that point where you're like, it's too hard. I stepped out of the game for a while because I thought, well, this is just too hard. But then I went and I did other things, and I realized everything is hard. So you might as well choose your hard and do what you love and have fun, because life is going to be hard anyway. So you might as well do what you want.
I agree. Well, thank you so much, Emily. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations on your nomination, and I can't wait till I meet you in person.
Thank you, Jenna. I cannot wait to meet you. Thank you so much again for everything.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much. We have more guests coming in. That was Emily. And she, again, go check out that movie because it is fabulous. And we're excited to have her part of the 2024 Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards. All right, everybody. I got my next guest that is backstage. They are actually coming with a documentary. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my lights and stuff straight because it looks like it's getting dark in here. I want to be ready. So I might be okay. Now I'm going to leave it alone for right now. I might be okay. Okay. So I have my next guest that is backstage, but we actually got a trailer that we're going to show. So if they had trailers submitted, we want to show the trailers. So this particular documentary, I really enjoyed this one as well. It was really cool. It's a Vernon Garrett story, and this is a documentary. And I have behind the stage that's going to be coming out as soon as we air this documentary. Archie Woods is what he goes by, and he's going to be up to talk about this documentary. And what I really like about it, I got a chance to witness some Fort Worth people. Okay, I'm like, okay, let's do this, funky town. So without further ado, I'm going to play the trailer, and once we're over with the trailer, I will be bringing my next guest out, Archie Woods. So give me just 1 second. Let's pull that trailer on up and check this out.
Like a turn back the hand of time. I really do believe that you're changing my life. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Larry Lampkin, a blues musician from Fort Worth, Texas. Here to talk to you guys a little bit about my hero, my mentor, one of my favorite blues singers, Mr. Vernon Garrett.
And do it for yourself. I said love in the front, love in the back.
My name is Van Bordenham, aka Blues Boy Bo. I'm originally from Wichita Falls, Texas. Now residing in Arlington, Texas. So I'm just here this evening to talk about one of the greats, my friend, a man that mentored me along this way, told me some of the ins and outs and ups and downs of the business. But if you've never heard, I call him VG, Mr. Vernon Garrett. Singer, sure enough, soul singer, blues singer. And if you want to know how to dress like me, where I get my dressing from, this is the man. If you ever see Vernon Garrett, the real Vernon Garrett, he's always clean, ready to go to work anytime he needs.
Yes. So y'all, without further ado, we're going to bring on the man behind this documentary, none other than Archie Woods. Y'all give us some claps and some snaps and all that as we bring him to the stage. Hello. I think you just muted. Try it. Okay, there we go. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I saw it unmute. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna get this one working too. Look like it muted again. Can you hear me? Okay, so you can hear me, but we can't hear you. Can you check and make sure are you on your phone or on your laptop? Make sure check your volume if you're on your phone to make sure it's up. Y'all give us just a second. We're having a little technical difficulties. Thank everybody so much for joining. We're just waiting for him to get the volume working. But this is Archie Woods. He's actually a filmmaker. He did the documentary on the Vernon Garrett story. And I'm going to go ahead and just read a little bit while he's working on his volume. Now, Vernon Garrett is a blues legend that started his career in the late 50s until 2020. He recorded and sung blues for 40 years and gospel for the last 20 years. He has toured with many acts such as Ike and Tina Turner, Etta James, Little Richard, Johnny Taylor, Wilson Pickett, and was good friends with Little Milton and B.B. King. He has a stage play and film in the near future that's coming up. So come on, y'all. We're going to have to send up some prayers to get this volume working, because we had to do it a while ago. We're going to do it again. So come on, volume, get to working on here so we can talk. And you may want to try to log out, Archie, and come back in. And when you come back in, I think it asks you about volume. If you make sure you hit that button, then it might bring you back out. So you might want to just log out and come back in, and that's totally fine. We can get you back in. So while they work on getting everything back together with their sound, we'll just continue to wait on them. So thank you, Emily. Thank you for interviewing with us today. So we're super excited. So while we're doing that, I got a commercial that I'm going to play, and I'll be right back after that. Give them time to get their sound together. Okay?
I'm Lucretia Johnson, the president of Ladies in Film and Television, and I would love to invite you to our award show, the Texas Indie Filmmakers Awards. It is March 30th at the Sheraton Hotel in Arlington. We have a Western theme this year. Yes, we do. And we want you to put on your hats, your cowboy boots, your bolos, your nice dresses, and come out and celebrate with us Western style. Our legend of the year is Miss Irma P. Hall. She is the mother of Texas, the big mama to the world. Our host will be Yarbrough and Peoples again this year. The chemistry that they have is absolutely amazing. And the talent that we'll be performing, you don't want to miss it. We work hard here in Texas. So we want to see you there. So come and book a room at the Sheraton, and let's celebrate all night long. Hey, did I mention the Friday night mixer? It's going to be at Jay Gilligan's. And last year we had a great time there. We danced, we partied, and we networked, and we met people from all over Texas. So you don't want to miss this. You really want to be a part of this. I know you do. So come on out and see what's happening in your neck of the woods.
All right. So I am back, and we have Archie backstage. So we're going to try to see if the sound is up and working. So give us a second. All right. Looks like we're still experiencing some technical issues. We are going to be great today. We're truly going to be great today. So everybody out there, while we're waiting for Mr. Woods to get his sound, and he actually looks like, and let me look and see. Yeah, he did tell me he was bringing a guest, but he didn't tell me who the guest was. So I'm really curious on this guest. I'm looking backstage and I'm wondering, is this Mr. Garrett himself? So we're waiting to get their sound taken care of, y'all. But we want to thank all of you again so much for joining in on the interviews. We do have some more interviews on tomorrow, and that will conclude all of our interviews for the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards 2024. And we really appreciate you all for just joining in and showing up for them, sharing it, getting people into the room. And I was really excited to hear Emily talk about the fact that they've been behind the scene talking to one another and watching each other film. So we're going to have a really good time. And if you have not purchased your tickets, look, you might want to go on over there and get your tickets and show up for this event. As I mentioned here in this, as it scrolls through, everybody is a VIP. So every seat that you purchase is a VIP seat. Okay. So if you want to secure your seats, go on over to www.ladiesinfilm.org and get your tickets to the event. The ticket does cover 2 nights. We're having a mixer on Friday night at Jay Gilligan's. And then we're going to actually be at the Sheraton Hotel on Saturday night and book your room. Book your room because we're going to have a great time. So I see they're setting up again backstage, and I'm trying to see if they're ready. We're going to try to get them back up here. So give me just 1 second. Let me click them back in. Let's see. Okay. All right. I see. Look like they're still working on the phone. We're here. Can y'all hear me? He still can't get in. Oh, it said, okay, yeah, you muted the mic. So you would have to try to unmute it. The mic. Okay. And somebody, I'm trying to remember the last time somebody had a similar issue and their phone was on mute. I mean, their phone, they had issues with their phone. Archie, do you have a laptop or a computer available? Because you might want to try that. We're going to give him time to try that, y'all. I'm so sorry. I know that we were really ready to talk and then try to get them on. It looks like he does have Mr. Garrett with him. So this was going to be a dynamic conversation. So he's trying to access it another way, y'all. So thank y'all so much for your patience. And while we try to get them back in. Yes, so we are excited about the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards. For those that don't have your tickets, again, I'm going to keep saying it. Get your tickets, y'all. Get your tickets. Get your tickets and come out and support. And the thing of it is when you purchase your ticket, you are supporting Ladies in Film and Television and everything that we're trying to do in the community. As you all said, I heard Emily say, we've been doing free workshops, and it wasn't just for the nominees. It was for the community. And we had some dynamic panelists, speakers, instructors, whatever you want to call them. They came with their A game. And when I tell you that I had my pen and pencil my pen to the paper, I had it to the paper because they had some dynamic information that was very, very much needed. They were teaching us on how, as industry artists, how we need to create our businesses and how we need to file and do certain things with our making our money. We even had Truist Bank came on for the last the last class, Truist Bank, and they dropped a lot of gems on us. A lot of things that I didn't know that had to do with banking as a business. I was like, okay. So when we're dropping these classes, y'all register, because we want to definitely have some things for y'all. Okay, we want to keep you all informed, and that is definitely our goal here at Ladies in Film and Television, is to keep you all informed. Okay, so they just logged back out, and we're going to give them a second to try to get back in. Emily, we are excited. We're excited to meet you as well and your crew. Everybody that's coming out. We got our Texas Western theme. We're going to be all in our cowboy gear, and I'm really excited about that part, y'all. Let me tell you, while I ended up in San Antonio this weekend, and it was super exciting to be able to go see family, because we hadn't been down there in a while. And I was able to go to Dillard's down there and found me a really, really cute outfit to wear. So I'm excited, because, you know, some of the people were telling me that they're getting 3 outfits. I'm like, what? Y'all are changing clothes 3 times? Really? Y'all know how that made me feel and look? I'm like, ooh, that means I might need to go get something else. So I did. Hold on, hold those thoughts, y'all, because I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And y'all, next up after this, we have Tate, Mr. TMI. He will be coming on. He actually is nominated for a podcast. His podcast. So he's coming on as a nominee for the podcast host. And then we have Evelyn Jones-Reed that will be joining later. She's actually coming in for her stage play, The Bishop's Wife. So tonight was really exciting, because we had a short film, documentary, podcast, and a stage play. Oh, and I didn't book that. I sent the link out, and everybody selected the dates that they want to come. And so I just like the way how you see how that diversity in the type of projects that are coming through. This is what Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards is all about. So we hope those of you that are watching, or if you come in on the replay and you want to know, how can I get my projects in? Definitely. June, we should be opening it back up for 2025. So we will hope to see you enter your projects and let our industry professionals look at them, okay? So we do bring in industry professionals that are critiquing and judging and leaving feedback, and we're excited. We're just excited to be able to be a pillar to the community and just provide this feedback. So I'm not sure exactly if if they're going to get back on or not. I really hate this, because this documentary is really, really nice. What I'm going to do while we wait, I'm going to just show their little clip one more time. Why not? Somebody just logged on and probably didn't even see it. So I'm going to show it again, and we'll just wait on them. He got a little time left, so we're going to wait. Wait a minute. Looks like they're logging back. Let me see. I look like Archie is back in. So Archie, I'm going to bring you up if you can hear me. Archie?
Yes.
We got you. I can hear you. Can y'all hear him out there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you logged on in 2 different places?
No.
Okay, because I hear a little echo, but we're going to work through it. That's okay. Unless somebody else got it on, like on YouTube or somewhere else, it's causing an echo. Okay. Well, Archie, thank you so much for joining us. We're super excited to get you on. And we're going to just go ahead and we got like 9 minutes left. Believe it or not, you can do a lot in 9 minutes, okay?
Okay. I got Mr. Garrett here.
That's what I thought. That's what I was like. I wasn't 100% sure. How Mr. Garrett?
Well, hello.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
thank you very much.
We are
Can
so
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well. We're excited about your documentary. So I have a couple of questions I want to ask, okay?
All right.
All right. Mr. Garrett, I just actually read some of your bio. You've been in this industry for a very long time. You actually got a chance to work with some very famous people that we all know. How was it working and touring with people like Ike and Tina Turner, Etta James, and Little Richard? How was it touring with them?
Well, I had no problem. It was nice, just exciting to be with Etta James. I was toured in Las Vegas with Etta, and Ike and Tina in Los Angeles. And it was well, I said Ike and Tina, they had the best show on the road then. They were very excited.
Wow. So what made y'all decide to do this documentary, Archie?
Well, I was going to this church, and this guy walked up to me and said his name was Vernon Garrett. I'm like, "Are you the Mr. Vernon Garrett?" Yes, but I'm not singing blues today. So he began to tell me, I got a relationship with him and his wife, and he began to tell me all these fantastic stories. And I'm like, why I haven't never heard of none of these stories from this guy? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put something together and get this out there. So I'm just blessed that he was nice enough to share with me his lifetime experience, and I'm trying my best to help and get it out there and share the world, because he has some great stories.
Yeah, a lot of stories come from being on the road 40 some years with all the superstars. It's exciting. I had a chance to work with all of them.
Wow. And you are definitely a legend. I remember you. My dad loves the blues. And I definitely remember you. We grew up listening to the blues. I mean, all blues. I mean, especially on Saturday morning, and he got up and he turned on all the blues. So we got a chance to enjoy B.B. King, Bobby Blues Bland, and all of this.
Well, thank you very much. Well, I knew BB very well. I used to shoot pool with him in his home when he was living in Los Angeles. But I never got to work on stage with BB. But all the rest of them I did.
Wow. That is something that we actually got a legend live on the air with us to talk about this. So are you still performing or singing? What are you doing?
I'm deacon in church.
He's doing gospel.
I do gospel now. I made a commitment, and mostly I do now is just is gospel. I haven't did blues about 3 years.
Yeah, he released a gospel CD last year, so he's still working.
Oh, yeah. Really? So how can we find this gospel CD?
How can you what?
How can we find your CD?
It's on all the platforms like Apple, Amazon, and so forth.
Okay, so so we can go to Apple and all that and just type in Vernon Garrett and find the music.
You should be able to.
The name of it is Only Solution. That's the gospel.
Only Solution? Right? Is that what you said?
That's the title of the latest CD, Only Solution.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to actually put this up.
Well, thank you so very much.
No, thank you too for joining us. I really hate that we didn't get all the time that we wanted. But Archie, tell me this: when you did the documentary for Mr. Garrett's story, what challenges did you face? Any challenges during the filming and of the production? Because I see that you had different people that you were bringing in to talk. How was that process?
I mean, everything went okay. I had this is my first documentary, so I had paid someone to do it. I had the film person and the other people backed out of the project, so I was left to do all the editing and everything. So it was just me and a photographer, videographer. That was it.
Oh,
And,
wow.
and interviewees. That was it.
Wow. Well, you know what? When your back is up against the wall, you come out swinging. And it looked like
Yep.
you swung pretty well, because look where you at.
Go on.
Well, I mean, this is really exciting. I know you already got your tickets. Is Mr. Gary coming to is he coming to the show?
I tried to get him to come, but he won't be able to make it this time.
Okay, he won't be able to make it this time. Well, we sure would love to see him out of anything we could do to help him get out there, get over here, just let us know. But we would love to see him in the place, you know. But is there anything?
I apologize for the technical difficulty.
That's okay. Things happen. It's okay. If it wasn't the fact that we got other people backstage coming out, we would be still talking to you, but we will get a chance to meet you in person at the award show. Is there anything that you want to share with us that you have going on? Any new projects? Anything Mr. Gary's doing before we leave?
Yeah, I got some more documentaries. His film is coming and some more projects that I'm working on. So yeah, I got some more things coming down the pipeline.
That's good.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Awesome. Now, also, you did say something about a stage play. Are you getting ready to do a stage play?
Yes, I got a stage play already in the works for Mr. Vernon, and I also want to do a film on him also as well.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. Well, we definitely will be looking out for that. And again, we thank you so much for coming on. Let me ask you this, for anybody that, because I like the fact that you said you just jumped out there, you had people working for you and they backed out. For if it's anybody out there that's looking to maybe start doing a documentary, don't know what to do, don't know how to get started, what advice would you give them?
Well, your heart got to be in it. You know, when you like doing something that you love, it's not work. So I put in 300 hours to put this together, you know, by myself. So I was learning. It was a learning process, learning curve. So if you want it, you have to go get it. You know, that's all I can say. If you want it bad enough, you make it happen.
I love that. I love that. And where are you from, Archie? What part of Texas are you from?
I'm from the DF Dub. Not the Oak Cliff.
All right then. Well, you know we love that the DF Dub. You say you from Oak Cliff?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Oak Cliff. All right. Well, we got Oak Cliff in the house, so we really appreciate you, Archie, for joining us tonight. And we look forward to meeting you in person and having a good time with you next weekend.
And thank you for the opportunity once again, Miss Jeanette. I'm sorry about your mother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And y'all have a blessed night.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Gary.
Bye-bye. God bless.
God bless you. All right, y'all. That was so awesome. I hate that we didn't get out of time, but you know what? We at least we got some time. So let me not complain. You know that we get to complaining about stuff that we want, but we did get a chance to talk to the legend himself, Mr. Vernon Gary. And that was just so encouraging to actually have this young man get on and tell us that he actually worked by himself on a project that he started out with other people. So that happens. That's part of the indie world, okay? So, y'all, we have our next guest backstage. We have Mr. TMI Tate, and it looks like I think his producer is backstage as well. I don't know if the producer or if she the host. We'll find out. But let me tell you, I love this brother. Let me tell you, he loves supporting people in the community on his show. He will give you access to his platform, and that's what it's all about, is being able to help one another out. So I'm super excited that He's here tonight to talk with me, and he brought a special guest with him. So without further ado, y'all know what we do. Send some hey y'alls, what's up? Something in the chat. Type it on in there because they can't hear you. Type it on in there and let them know that you welcome them as well. So I want to welcome Mr. TMI Tate and Miss Natasha to the stage.
Hey, Jeanette, how you doing?
I am wonderful. How are y'all doing?
Great.
Wonderful. We are excited to be on your platform. I'm extremely excited about the award show. I got my hat ready. I got a hat, Miss Jeanette.
Oh Lord, what kind of hat? Now you probably got one of them 10 gallons.
Oh, you better get ready.
It's 20. It's got to be 20. It's gonna be 20.
You better
It be
get
extra.
ready. Yosemite TMI will be in the house.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, look, I am super excited to have both of you on the show tonight. I mean, I watch your show and follow, and just to say that it's just I've seen the growth in the show from when you first started. I mean, I when I saw your little song, and I oh, he got all super duper fancy now. Okay. Yes. But growth is good.
Absolutely.
Introduce yourself. I just told him, but tell in case I missed out on saying something about them. Tell him about, and I love his little intro. What I like his little intro and his little outro. When he's leaving, he gonna make sure everybody is engaged in TMI. So tell us, how did you get started? What made you start this talk show, this podcast?
So ideally, I first started out in radio, internet radio. And my goal in even getting behind the microphone was to be a voice of encouragement for a lot of our youth out here that are a little misled sometimes. And I didn't hear too many platforms really talking about the topics in our community that are swept under the rug a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to be bold enough to jump out there and start the conversation, or have a platform where people could come and engage in healthy conversation without it being one-sided, or it being, hey, you don't know what you're talking about, so just be quiet.
Right.
That's kind of the community that we come from, is if your views don't line up with everybody else's, they tell you, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about, be quiet. So jumping out there, I was on a radio show. Hey, I was on a radio show, as well as then I hosted my own radio show. So once that kind of ran its course, I already had TMI News planned out. And this was a platform where we're going to talk about the news, but we're going to talk about the news the way we talk about it at home.
Okay.
Not the way they talk about it on the news that you tune in to, the way we talk about it at home, because a lot of our news in the mainstream is misrepresented.
Yes.
And it's only from one point of view. So I started out, and when I tell y'all, the first episode of TMI News was so bad that I held on to that show for a year before I launched it. Now, during that time, Natasha and I had become friends from the former show that I was on, and she was a listener. And I knew that she was in graphic arts because that's what she had offered us a couple of her services on the old show. So I asked Natasha, I said, hey, it's just me. Why don't you come and direct my show? And she said, I don't know how to direct no show. I said, look, I'll teach you how to direct the show. That's easy. And she said, I
love this.
She said, I don't want to mess it up. And I said, well, it can't get no more messed up than what it is now. It can't get no more messed up. So when Natasha said yes, she would join me in this venture, that was one of the greatest days, I'm serious, of my life, because when you find somebody just as passionate as you about what they're doing, and trust and believe, when you say you've seen the growth, all of the little intricate details, I give credit to Natasha.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And see, you know, I didn't say his show was bad. He said that. But I saw the growth. And when I was, and you said it, the little intricate details is what I picked up on. And I noticed and I really liked. I mean, so kudos to Natasha. You know, and that is the song I say, it's a man's world. But you won't have nothing without Natasha.
That is so true. Let me tell you this, Jeanette, and Natasha, you can say something as well, but it's Natasha and I see many people just think that you get on this camera and you turn it on and you talk. No, there is so much work that go on behind the scenes in the planning and the designing and different things like that. And Natasha and I are on this platform here for hours. Learning and doing little things, the little things that count, and then discovering things. And one thing that I believe in, and Natasha and I have a lot of fun, we don't believe in any mistakes. We use everything. Use everything. So if I forget something, oh, trust me, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it in the show. If Natasha is wait,
if I'm waving and
if Natasha
I saw that the other day. He was like, wait a minute, what's she back there doing? I say, Tate is crazy.
So if Natasha is waving, if she doing anything that I can't figure out the sign language to, I will pull her up on the stage live and ask her. Because again, that's what we do. We want to catch y'all off guard because that keeps it interesting. And what we like to do is we like to entertain by is edutainment. So saying that, it's like we want to entertain you, but we want to educate you. And I believe in, if I can get you to laugh at some of our situations, I can open you up to now give you some advice on how to heal these situations that we are in.
I love it. Let me ask you this. What is your approach? And either one of you can answer this question. How do you approach selecting your guests for your show? And what do you look for in potential interviewees?
That's an awesome question. And due to the fact that I typically pick them out, and I send them to Natasha, and when I tell you they go through a grilling from Natasha, it is not a game. But ideally, we want to look for somebody with a story. Because there are so many people out here that are looking to get started in certain genres, whether it's acting or music or whatever the case is, and they just simply don't know how to get started. Right. And some who are extremely talented never push the start button because they're scared. A lot of people think that you have to be absolutely perfect before you press the start button. And that is so far from the truth.
I agree with that.
And saying that, we look for people with a story. We look for people who can educate as well, those that are out there looking to get started.
Love it. I love it. Now, let me ask you this. Tasha, now I need you to talk with me now. Okay. Now, on this question, I feel both of you can answer this individually. Can you share with us a memorable moment or episode from TMI News that has left a lasting impression on you or your audience?
Natasha, that's on you.
Look, I can't remember exactly.
Who was cutting up on the show? Who was cutting up?
Look, Tate is always cutting up, right? But this happened to be one episode because I love being behind the scenes, okay? I thrive behind the scenes. You got to put me on the camera. I don't care about being on camera. Today I had to curl my hair so, I can look presentable, right? Okay, so I did all of that. I curled my hair, I put a little makeup on, put some lipstick on, but usually I might have some hair rollers in my head. And one day, he just pulled me on the camera and I had my hair rollers on my head. But we went with it, and I can't remember exactly which episode that was, but y'all go to the channel. Y'all see it.
Jeanette, look here. Look here, Jeanette. People need to now know what a real woman look like. It's too much makeup and magic kits going on out here, and you need to be proud of who you are when it's time for you to go to bed. So we ain't got no shame in our game. It was one morning, Natasha and I was in a meeting, and I mean, she was in her element, and I was in mine. As far as look, it was raggedy. I probably had crust right here, wife beat on, and everything. But we just look, a memorable moment for me. I'll say that much. A memorable moment for me. Now it's so funny because I can't point to the episode because it's been so many, y'all. We got over 100 episodes. But it was one time I clearly saw Natasha laughing out loud when I was doing a TMI with Tate. And a TMI with Tate is typically when I take a topic and I'll start out trying to sound all educating, but the more I go, the more ghetto it get. And I clearly saw her laughing, so that sent me into laughing. And I couldn't get through it. I mean, I literally had tears running down my face. So we feed off each other. We really enjoy each other. And we are extremely happy to be nominated as, you know,
real.
And that's actually my next question is I mean, as a nominee in the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards, how do you feel about the recognition your podcast has received, and what impact do you hope to make the indie filmmaking community as well as the podcast community? Because this is all entertainment.
Absolutely. So I'll go ahead and speak on that. First of all, I think I jumped up and ran around the house when I found out about the nomination, because I didn't get a chance to watch the live, but somebody inboxed me congratulations, and I'm like, congratulations for what? And then when I found out, I really do think, and the reason why I jumped up and ran around the house is because it immediately took me back to the beginning of TMI News. And it took me back to Jeanette. We had 8 views, and I was 4 of them. I was on 4 different devices. And when you know that there's a saying now, get it out the mud. When you know you have got it out the mud, it ain't been no excuses. It's been some times that we come home and we don't feel like it. We're tired from work. We're mentally drained.
Oh,
Natasha actually works nights, so she have to go to work after the show. So in those times, in those sacrifices, when we were nominated, it let me know that we was not doing this for no reason.
Yes.
That we are touching the people, and the people are listening and hearing us.
I love that.
For me, it was just I was like, people see us, you know. That's kind of how I was, because I was, you know, I'm just in my element. I'm doing my thing. I'm focused. So, you know, I'm not worried about what's on the left or what's on the right. You know, we just focus on what we're trying to accomplish, and then we go hard at it, right? So just to know that we're being seen, right? Like, I'm not thinking about being seen, but the fact that we were nominated, I was like, oh, okay, people are watching. So that felt really good.
That's wonderful. And you know, that's and thank you for sharing that, both of you, because that is our goal. Ladies in Film and Television, when I had when we actually rebranded the entire organization to Ladies in Film and Television, that was a hard thing for me to do, because I was Headline Mentors and Performing Arts. That was my baby. That was my name. It was a crazy name, but I don't care. I created it, and that was it. But when God gave me the vision to rebrand the organization, and after we sat down with the founders that sat down with me, and we talked about the dream for this organization, and it was to lift. Honestly, we had lived before we even had the name, because I kept saying, I want an organization where we're going to lift each other up and not tear each other down. And I just kept saying, lift. So I was on a call with Dr. Katrina and Dr. Michaela, and they started talking with each other. While they were talking, I'm still sitting there thinking, lift. Then finally I say, Ladies in Film and Television. They was like, yeah. And so that's how the name actually came. But lift was first. L-I-F-T. I don't know what we was gonna call it, Lucy in film, something. It had to be something, but it was gonna be Lift. And so to hear you all say, you know, how that nomination made both of you feel, it made you feel like you both are being seen, and that's what we want. You know, that's what we want, and that's why we brought in industry experts from outside of our little groups and our little cliques or whatever you want to call it. So the fact that when you are judged, you can feel even better because this is somebody that don't even know you that great at your work. You know what I mean? So congratulations to both of you on your work that has been seen, and it's just going to continue to grow for both of you. It's going to continue to grow. Let me ask you this. What advice would you give to an aspiring podcaster that's looking to break into the industry and make their mark? And even for you, Natasha, you behind the scene, what advice would you give? TMI Tate, we're gonna start.
I know y'all think I'm rude, but this one I'm gonna say ladies first. Natasha, what do you think?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, I'll probably say continue to develop your craft. Like, you know, when I first got into working behind the scenes, I knew nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I'm creative, right? I like to tinker at this, tinker at that. But I was watching podcasts, I was joining other platforms, teaching platforms, learning platforms. I was reading, I was doing all of those extra things just to fine tune, develop, and learn. So that's what I would say. Just pour into it, take it one day at a time, and keep pushing. And you know, keep a diary of or look back on your past work. And really, when you get discouraged, you can look back and say, look, this is where I started, but look where I'm at now. Right. You know.
Yes, right. I love that. And I love the fact, you know, I'm sorry, Tate, you know, you my boy, but I love the fact that we got a lady back behind the scene directing that show. When you gonna join Ladies in Film and Television? I mean, we got a lady backstage running that show. That's what I'm talking about.
And everything got to go through me. Everything got to go through me.
And it's hard.
You know, so many times.
Jeanette is hard sometimes. It's hard. Oh my God. I can't do nothing right. I got Miss TMI here at the house, and then I got the direct. I personally can't do nothing right.
Look, if I need to, I'll call her and say, look, tell Tate to do this, you know. So that's my girl. That's my girl.
They got me. Awesome. They be tearing me up, man. Oh my goodness. Like I'll go to Natasha excited. Hey, Natasha, did you see what happened? Such. She don't get off on that type. Oh, that's good. I'm not never bringing you my news again. I tell you that, but
show me some furniture, Jeanette. I'm gonna be like thrilled. Okay, show me some new pieces of furniture. I'm excited.
And Jeanette,
she said she don't want all that other extra stuff. She don't want that.
I'm gonna say regarding your question, I'm gonna say to the people who, first of all, please understand that it's not about just turning the camera on and talking. You have to have something to say. You have to plan out, for the most part, what you're going to say. And what you're going to say, you got to understand it. You got to understand your target audience, and if what you're saying is going to stick and resonate with your target audience. So in saying that, I'm going to tell the folks out there, please understand that this podcasting game is a rough game. It's rough, but you have to be consistent through all times. We have our highs and lows. You better stay here. Don't get too high and don't get too low. And I will be honest, Jeanette, it was one point I went and I sat on my couch and I quit.
Oh, no.
I quit. And this was at a very low time. It lasted for about 15 minutes. Y'all know how I am. That lasted, but I did quit. And then I asked myself the question, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it to be recognized? Are you doing it for fame and all that other stuff, or for people to pay attention to you? Or do you have a message you're trying to deliver? Wow. And Tate, no matter what, even if there's only one view, You need to give them a show.
There you go. That's it. I love that. And that is so true because we often get, and look, and you finna, I know you're gonna agree with this. We get so caught up with how many people watching, and I was like that at one point. And sometimes people don't want to watch because they don't want you to know that they watching.
That they watching.
Exactly. But after the scenes, let me tell you, I posted other day, I have been getting checks from Facebook. Like, I post, but I'm not doing, I need to start doing it for money. I mean, I signed up for the little money because they contacted me and told me to do this, but I didn't think I was posting enough or getting enough views, to be making money. But you got people that are not going to log on while you're live. But as soon as you turn that camera off, you wondering how you getting all of these watches. They coming on watching. So, at the end of the day, it's not about who's logging on watching. It's about the show that you put on, the content that you're putting out there, like you said, and enjoying and making it worth watching. And and you have definitely, I have seen your show grow. I like the way that you bring your guests on. I love the way that you engage. I've been on your show before. I got to come back. I saw you tag me the other day. I try to ignore you, but I'll be on. But I like the way that you engage the guests and everything. And then I noticed that you had somebody back. You had to have somebody working with you because everything just flow. We all gonna have mishaps. I had some today, but at the end of the day, it's about how we run the show, and you gotta plan it. You said that, and that's true. We gotta plan it. It's more than just getting on here talking.
I want my mishaps. My mishaps give me material. Okay. So when we mess up, that only give me 15 minutes of material. Now, also, I am definitely containing myself, but I gotta go here. You are so absolutely right. There's people that they will not tune in live.
Come on,
but it's amazing how all of a sudden the video go to 200, 300, 400 when you off. And this is another amazing thing. I want to tell these folks out there, please, the people that you think gonna support you are not gonna support you.
That's some good.
Not gonna be them. So don't let your friends or family discourage you. When I tell you, Jeanette, when I first started out, I had people tell me, don't nobody want to hear you on no radio. Don't nobody whatever. And then I started doing comedy. I don't know what you're doing comedy for. You're not funny. Okay. Now, had I listened to them and took that advice the way they intended for me to hear it, I would not be here right now.
Right.
However, I did hear them, but I use that as fuel to put even more effort into what I'm doing.
I love it.
And at the end of the day, I can't go nowhere without somebody saying, I seen your show, and oh man, you be talking stuff. And I'll be wanting to say, well, I sure don't see you.
I'm surprised you didn't say it.
Hey, cuz, you doing your thing, cuz. Oh man, you need to teach me how to podcast. Okay. But I ain't never seen you on a show. Not one. You ain't never even said, hey. But I know you watching because those views be shooting up. So thank you.
They hide. They sneak watchers.
Right.
The Facebookers.
I address them, Jeanette. I also address, so we got a phone line for the show. Y'all know with every phone line comes spam calls.
Mm-hmm.
If them spam calls ring while on the show, I'm going to answer the phone. Now, it ain't no telling how I'm going to answer the phone, but I'm going to make it entertaining, I promise you.
Wow. Well, tell us about this comedy stuff, because I know that I've been seeing a lot out there. So you just said you're doing comedy. So talk to us a little bit about this comedy.
Absolutely.
That wasn't one of my questions, but after you said it, I want to hear about it.
Absolutely. We got Laugh-A-Mania coming to Arlington at Live Wicks on April 6th. Get your tickets. I'm your host, but we got a great lineup of comedians, and we here to bring the funny. Now, what we're doing is we are mingling the best of two worlds. That's stand-up comedy along with the glitz and glam of wrestling. So if you can think about how excited you used to be when your favorite wrestler come to the ring and they got their music, if they got their robe or however they come, that's the element that we're bringing to the comedy show. So, hey, get your tickets because we plan to entertain y'all that night. And if
Now,
you don't,
how do we get tickets?
How to get tickets? Go to eventbrite.com and look up Laugh-A-Mania. Laugh-A-Mania.
Is it hyphenated?
It's hyphenated. Laugh-A-Mania. Get your tickets, because I'm telling you, in my head, I done act the fool at least 4 times, 4 different ways. I don't know how I'm gonna come out. So y'all better get ready because we're gonna have a bunch of fun. Shout out to Sharwick as well from the owner of Live Wicks. He's a great dude, man, and he's partnering with us on this venture. So thank you.
And so what city is this going to be in?
Arlington, Texas.
Arlington. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So ain't no excuses because you can go to a Cowboy game, you can go to Laugh-A-Mania. So get y'all tickets.
We will. And what is it's in April?
April 6th, first week of April.
6th.
First week in April. Yes.
Okay. We will definitely have to get our
Matter of
tickets
fact,
and come
Jeanette,
and support.
a week after the award show.
Yes. I see that.
Yes.
And while he talk about tickets, y'all need to get y'all tickets to the award show because we're about to sell out.
Hey, we already booked in hotel.
I know you ready.
We good.
I'm talking to the audience out there that ain't looking, ain't looking.
We ain't coming in there playing. Bold and Driven is gonna be in the house. Look, and real quick, a little shout out to shout out to our company, Bold and Driven. That originated from we were once the Bad Squad. Bad stood for bold.
I remember that.
And we look at it like we're bold enough to say it and driven enough to make a change. That's the whole purpose of Bold and Driven.
Wow. I love it. So let me ask you this. How do you see the future of TMI News unfolding? And are there any exciting projects? You just told me about that project. Are there any other collaborations on the horizon that your listeners can look forward to?
Oh, actually, Mr. TMI and the director, Natasha, is actually will be in a couple of films. Okay. So one of the films that we're currently shooting is The Red Room, where Natasha and I we partner as some bad people. Also,
is that Michael Green?
Michael W. Green. Shout out to Michael W. Green. Shout out to Stranger Mornings, Ben Ward. We are currently filming The Sharing Circle.
Okay.
That's why you kind of see this new look of mine, because I wanted to give y'all something different. But I'm playing a bad guy in that too. I just tell Mike, I said, I see how you think about me, but that's cool. But yeah, the smile is gone. So you'll see us in a couple of films this year. Also, this is not the one and only comedy show that we are producing. We will be producing other comedy shows, as well as what else we got, Natasha? You know better than I know. You the lady, like Jeanette said. Y'all remember everything. I can't remember nothing.
Look, I just wait for him to present it to me, and then we just get it on the calendar and we go with it.
Yes.
We go with it.
I know that's right. Well, we got Evelyn Jones-Reed. Now, Evelyn, you out here in this chat room. You need to head on backstage, lady. She out here. Look, she really up here talking to y'all. I love me some Evelyn. But I just want to tell you all, thank you so much for joining us tonight, allowing us the opportunity to interview both of you. You are doing some amazing work in the community. Continue to do what you do because we see you, people see you, and we're excited to be able to definitely honor you next weekend and just have ourselves a good time. Are y'all coming Friday night as well to the Mixer?
Girl, yes. I'll be at your house on Sunday for the fish fry. We coming Monday. We gonna spend the night at Jeanette's house on Monday. We gonna be there. Hey, wait a minute.
That's too much.
You gotta tell us, go home.
We're not gonna overstay our welcome. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna overstay my welcome. I'm not.
Tonight.
Well, I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all so much. We look forward to seeing you guys. And yeah, we ready for the show. So hey, thank y'all so much. I appreciate you all, and y'all have a blessed night.
You do the same. Thank you, Jeanette.
All right, thank you. Good night. All right, y'all. That was amazing, amazing. Y'all, I'm about to give me another. I got a light back here, but let me see. Sometimes it be too bright. And I got on white and I be looking whitewashed. Let me see, y'all. But I got my sweetie backstage, Miss Evelyn Jones-Reed, y'all. Let me see. Let me see if I see. I got on this white. Nah, that ain't. Look, I'm trying to change my backgrounds, y'all. Let me play around. You know what? I might keep that one. Okay. I'm gonna go in. We're gonna go in the living room for a minute. But Evelyn Jones-Reed backstage, y'all. And this woman, let me tell you, I can say so much about her and her heart and how real she is. When I came into the industry, I came out of the church to the industry to professionally to try to get out here and do some stage plays. And when I tell you that she has never shied away from me, she's so confident. I was never a threat to her, baby. And the reason why I say that is because when I contacted her and asked her different things, she just opened up her heart and her arms to receive me and just to share whatever she could to help me become the next Evelyn Jones-Reed. Okay, because y'all, we know she the queen, right? So I'm just so honored to have her on the show. And she's a stage play writer, and she wrote a play called The Bishop's Wife. So before I bring her on, we're going to give you a little clip of this stage play. So hold on.
Hey! Oh! Shit! Because the windows need to be replaced. Broken love is still love. Kendra, listen. I still see the rainbow in the sky for us. Make up to the sun rises. If it was only in another lifetime, oh my God, I want to love you, baby, but you belong to someone else. If you don't give a heck about the man with the Bible in his hand, yeah, just get out the way and let the gentleman do his thing. Cause you're here now. You're going out the world just like you did when you first come here. Well, you keep talking about the president, you won't stop evolution. No.
Y'all, and she can sing. So without further ado, y'all, welcome to the stage none other than Evelyn Jones-Reed. Hey. You got to unmute yourself. Unmute. Look.
Okay, can you hear me?
There you go. We can hear you. Hi, lady.
How are you?
I am wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. How are you doing tonight?
Now I hear an echo. So what do I need to turn off so I won't echo?
Well, I don't hear your echo.
Okay, well then if you don't hear it, then we good.
Yeah, we good. So, Evelyn, congratulations on your nomination. Let me just say that, and we really welcome you to the show, and so grateful to have you. Now, you were nominated for your stage play, The Bishop's Wife. I'm jumping right into these questions, baby. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind The Bishop's Wife and what motivated you to write that stage play?
Well, I'm a Christian playwright. I write everything biblically. I don't try to beat you upside the head with the Bible, but I write the Bible. So this story was inspired about Joseph and Potiphar's wife. And so instead of saying Potiphar's wife, we just named it The Bishop's Wife to give it a modern twist to it.
Okay, so The Bishop's Wife it was biblical, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so let me ask you this. You say that you are a Christian playwright. I actually came to one of your plays, this most recent one, and I love the Rahab. I love the way, yes, I love the way you took that story from the Bible, and boy, that was, oh my, now I love all your plays, but I'm just, Evelyn, that was one of the best I've seen so far. I mean, that Rahab had me in my seats rolling. And I love the way that you tell Christian stories through your writing. Now, how did you approach the character development in the play? Because I know it's biblical, but how did you approach the character development and particularly in creating multidimensional and relatable characters, how you can just transform the Bible to something that we relate? How did you approach that?
Because the Bible is a living word. We're living it every day. So I just try to make it where we can understand it. Of course, I fast and pray and ask God to lead me in what direction he'd have me to go. But just life will give you characters. Just seeing people will give you characters. Just the way people handle, like, and then you read a scripture. Oh, okay, let me put that with that. That works here. That works there. Just life.
I love it. I love it. And you have to have that gift and that talent, because I'm a Bible reader, and actually right now I'm reading the whole Bible. We just finished Job, and now I'm in Ecclesiastic. Me and my grandkids, we do it every morning. We read. And for you to be able to take the characters and to break it down and in modern time, I'm sorry, that is definitely a gift to be able to do that. But let me ask you this: what unique elements or themes do you believe set The Bishop's Wife apart from other stage plays, and how do you think these aspects resonated with your audience?
I think they enjoyed it. We had 3 original songs that were in there, so I think that kind of sets it apart. We had headliners, but I wouldn't say that's what extremely set it apart, because we have some great local talent right here.
Yes, we do.
A lot of people just don't know about them, but we have some great local talent. That's why we're doing the Texas Indie Awards, because of all the great local talent we have. Now the headliners are a plus, but don't forget about us Texans here. We grinding too.
I love it. And that is so true. If there is, I mean, because I would name them, because I don't want you to get in trouble for naming people on your play, because you've been forgot somebody, then they be looking upside your head. But let me name. I'm just from the plays that I've gone to. Corey Espy, Lakia, and they actually both are nominated for various different awards. What is his name? He's nominated for an award.
Jerry Criminal.
That's him. Yes.
Jerry
the one he was
Criminal.
just singing. Yes. So you're right. You have some amazing talent, quote unquote, that are not the headliners or the celebrities, shall we say. They're Texas celebrities. But you're right that we do have that type of talent that we're able to showcase. And I love it when I see directors and producers such as yourself that work extremely hard to showcase that talent. Let me ask you this: as a nominee in the Texas Indie Filmmaker Awards, the 2024, how does it feel to receive recognition for your work, and what impact do you hope the play will have on the audience and the industry, and not just this play, all of the work that you're putting out?
Well, first of all, it's an honor to be nominated. And then all the people that are in my category, kudos to them. They're just as equally talented. I'm
Yes.
pushing for them. I'm pushing for me, of course, because I want to win, but I'm pushing for them too, because I've seen their work and I know they have good pieces there.
Yes.
And I thank you and the ladies of Lyft and Film and Television and Freddie, can't leave him out, for giving us this platform. Because we see now that you recognize that we're out here. You see us.
Yes.
And it feels good to be seen, to be heard, to be listened to. You know, that's a good feeling, because you hate for your work to be in vain. We do it as unto the Lord, because that's what we're supposed to do. Like Martin Luther King said, if you're going to do be a street sweeper, be the best. So
That's
we
right.
do it unto the Lord. But it just feels good also to have your peers say, hey, I like that, or hey, let me encourage you, or hey, let me lift you up, or hey, I didn't know that what you did helped me. So that's good. It's good to be on the helping end and good to be on the receiving of the help.
Wow. Thank you for that. And we're equally excited to be able to honor all of the talent that's coming in. I mean, I'm today I was looking at the lineup today and I was like, wow, I didn't plan this, because all of you book your own appointments, but we were able to have a podcast host, a stage play writer, a filmmaker, and a documentary all in the same day. So it shows the diversity in the entertainment industry that we are attempting, and well, let me not say that we are recognizing. And we just want to make sure that all of you feel the love and feel the excitement that we're feeling for you. And this is how we show our love and we show our support. We're a nonprofit organization. We're not making money off of this. We're not making money off of this, y'all. Trust me, we are not. But at the end of the day, we're able to bring joy to people, to be recognized. And to hear you say what you just said brought joy to me, to let me know that my thoughts and my vision is not in vain, that people are feeling what we're trying to put out there. So thank you for sharing that part.
You know, let me just tell you this. When you have a dream that you can't let go of, trust your instincts and pursue it. So I applaud you for stepping out on faith and seeing what God will have it to be. And remember that dreams take a lot of hard work, because I know how you've grind. I know the help that has been there to help you to grind, to get this off the ground. So we want Texas to come out and support. We want Texas to put this on the map of United States of America, not just Texas. We want, in a couple of years from now, we're going to move BET out the way. Nothing against them, but we're going to see Texas Indie Awards on the whatever channel BET come on in your local network.
I love that. I love that. And you know what? The coolest thing is going to be about all what you just said is that all of you, from the inaugural last year and up until the point that you're speaking, and I'm receiving every word that you just spoke, are all going to be on the wall of fame, because y'all were the first to believe in us. Because if you all, Emily, Tate, all of you Archie hadn't submitted your project, we wouldn't be having a show today. You know, if you guys hadn't submitted your project and entrusted us with your babies, because I am an artist, I write, I have productions, so I know how I feel about my art. So for y'all to trust us to be able to look at your work and to allow professionals to come in and grade your work on a scale where we can actually honestly critique and bring you all together in one room and one platform. And what really touched my heart today, Evelyn, and I thank you so much for watching all the interviews today. You're so sweet. But what really touched my heart today was Emily. And when she shared with me that Odessa and other people had been reaching out, nominees had been reaching out to her about her project, and she vice versa watching their projects, that touched my heart. She almost fogged up my glasses because that truly touched my heart and let me know that what we're doing is not in vain. And as you said, this work is not easy. It's not easy. You know, you look for sponsors and you look for financial support and all of this. And we're trying to go high scale. I might have to scale it down next year if I don't act, if I don't act right. But I'm trying to take it to another level. But you know, it costs money, you know,
Yes,
to sit down at the fine hotels and eat, you know, the fine food. So it costs money. But it did my heart so well to hear Emily say what is going behind the scene that we knew nothing about that was happening.
And she's telling the truth, because the nominated plays, the nominated films and stuff, I had never heard of most of them. So, and some of them are available on Tubi. So that gave me more curiosity to go and see. And then you get to see people that you've never met before in the industry, just like Emily came on. I've never heard of Emily. Her story was so interesting. I can't wait to see her on March the 30th. I can't wait to meet the last person that was on who just got off. In fact, Wix is a place that we spoke about some months back. That's the same place, Wix.
Oh, okay.
That's the same place. Yes. And Wix is my first cousin. So
wow.
We're going to be in the house on April the 6th, I think.
Okay, I'm going to get mine. We're going to go together. We're going to be there.
All right.
Yes. Wow. See, you see how things just circle around?
It just circles. And I like how it's just like a pot of gumbo. You got everybody in here. It takes everybody to make the flavor. Every taste. You know, I got a little okra here. I got a little sausage here. I just like how you mixed it all together. You know, I'm a cook. That's how I relate.
Yeah, and I love your cooking too. Yes, but you know what? I mean, it's amazing to see the people that coming out. I really hate Mr. Vernon Garrett didn't get on, but we got, even though we weren't on long with him, we did get just enough information to pique our interest and to go and watch that documentary out there. I mean, this is just, I agree with you, Evelyn. I'm getting excited the closer we get to the event. I'm just getting super excited and can't wait to meet everybody. So do you have your outfit ready, Miss Evelyn?
Girl, I'm ready. I got my little hat. I got my little boots. I can't wait to get up there. My husband got his little suit, and we just gonna do the thing. I don't wear country cowboy stuff, but I'm gonna wear it March the 30th.
I know it, girl. Wait a minute. And Beyonce didn't set the tone for us. Her song came out right on the nick of time, didn't it?
Right on time to tell us how to coordinate it.
Exactly. I mean, so Evelyn, you got cast members coming out. You got a good, I think you got a good crew. We may need to give an award out to the whoever. Y'all gonna have to work hard to bypass her. But you got a good crew of people coming out here that's coming to support. And I really do love that. You know, it's good when and that really shows your personality. And I'm not saying this to put you on the spot or just brag, but it really shows what type of person you are when you get that many people to come behind you and support, you know. And these tickets ain't cheap. We know it, you know, but it's extravagant. You got to get what
it's extravagant.
It's extravagant.
You know, you putting on a first class show. So what do they expect?
That's right. So I said, I'll let you say this. These tickets ain't that cheap, and they ain't cheap for some, but for the people to come out in spite of and to support is an amazing thing. We got a special guest coming in to talk about to do a special guest for our fentanyl crisis, and we want to thank you for that, for getting us that. Is he Detective
David Yancey? In fact, he was in Rahab.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, y'all, Detective Yancey is going to be in the house, and we're really excited to have him coming in. He's with the Fort Worth Police Department, and he's going to be coming in because, for those that don't know, we have two causes. So the money that you're purchasing tickets on, you know, we try to use things to go toward our causes. And fentanyl awareness, as well as human trafficking, is two of our causes that we really stand firm in. And we want to thank the city of Fort Worth. We want to thank Detective Yancey for coming out and being able to shed some important data with us in regards to the fentanyl crisis. So we're not just out here doing stuff to do stuff and just to show off who we are, even though we are going to be looking good that night. But we want to definitely create causes, and we want to be a pillar to the community. So thank you, Evelyn, for helping us. And I'm putting you on the spot. You weren't expecting me to say this, but I want to tell you thank you for helping us get that speaker to come and support us. So thank you for that.
Well, you know, it's a worthy cause, and that's why people have got to start getting on board, because you're putting a platform that's, first of all, that's classy. That's number one. We ain't doing no ghetto stuff. You are classy. Act. Now I know I'm ghetto saying it, but you a classy act. your support that helps you. They classy acts. You know,
they are, baby. Bougie.
Okay. People on here that are talented, that know their craft and stuff, and I'm just excited to see what the show's going to be. I've been hearing the talk. You're going to have some dancers there. You're going to have some singers there. So it's not just going to be getting award. You got entertainment there for the peoples. Then yes. I've been hearing about this red carpet that we going to get to walk on first class. We have to go to Hollywood. We going to Dollywood, no Arlington Wood.
That's right. And with the celebrity red carpet host, Mr. Maurice Johnson himself.
And then I heard you had Miss Irma P. Hall. I mean, how classy is that?
She's super classy. Yes, ma'am.
How classy is that?
And Yarbrough and people.
Well. Wow.
And Fazza Nation, we actually got Fazza Nation to come out of retirement and getting on the guitar. Okay.
What?
She's going to be performing with a young lady named Jamie Lee. That commercial has been going out. He's going to be performing on the guitar with her. He's coming out of retirement for us.
I can't wait to see that. And people, y'all need to get there at 4:30 because I'm going to be in line and you're not cutting. To get my interview, you're not cutting.
Yes, I mean, we are. I mean, I want to shout out to Dr. Katrina. She's actually running the red carpet and all the media stuff. And Nicole Allen, she's on here. Y'all,
wow.
Nicole is producing y'all this year. She's producing a segment in the show. Yes, she's producing the entertainment. Nicole.
Wow.
So she's producing that piece with the dancers and the singers. We had a young lady that she was in your play. She's performing live her brand new single.
What?
Yes, and she's gonna be performing, and we're gonna get she's debuting it at our event.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow. Texas. I love it. We don't have to go to Hollywood. We got it right here. Because
exactly.
Lee is a dynamic actress. Now I get to hear her sing. Wow.
Yes. And what's so cool about it when I interviewed her, in which I didn't know this, is that she met her music producer last year at Texas Indie. They connected last year.
And you see how you connecting people and you don't think this is purpose?
Come on.
You don't see this as purpose?
Yes. They connected last year, and now who would have thought that her connection last year, she's nominated for 2 different awards and she's performing.
See, that's why this gonna happen next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and we're gonna move BT out the way, or at least they gonna have to come on after us.
Exactly. They're gonna have to come on
after
after
enough
us.
room for everybody.
They're gonna have to come on and jump on the bandwagon, okay? Because we ain't going nowhere. You ain't taking over nothing. But you can sure join us.
But you know, that's how the Hoodie Awards got started right here in Dallas, Texas.
I remember that.
Yeah, right here in Dallas, Texas.
Yes, I remember. And it got big.
It did.
Is it still going?
I don't know because I don't follow it like that, but I don't know. But I know it started here.
I know.
And with God, all things are possible. And if He put that vision on you, He's going to bring it to pass. He's
Yes,
going to bring
I
it to
receive
pass. So
that.
don't you waver from it. Don't give up. Don't doubt. And I know sometimes it feels like you want to, but if God put that burden in your heart, stay with it. Stay with it.
Yes, and I want to. I know for both of us we have been going through. You lost your brother and your sister.
I
don't know
lost
how.
4 people. 4.
4 people.
Yeah.
And I lost my mom, and then
Yeah.
we had Tammy Jackson, who lost her father in a tragic car accident. But yet and still, we still pushing forward. And
Yes.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I'm gonna try not to cry. I'm trying to buck these eyes. You just don't know when you showed up to my house, my mama house, and I know that you had just lost your family, and you showed up with food, y'all. That you just don't know how you gave me strength. And I know that's my mama. And I say, but Jeanette, you can do this. Because I literally just wanted to crawl in the shell and just say, I'm canceling. We're going to postpone. I can't do it. I can't do it. But seeing your strength after losing a brother and a sister, I know you lost other family members, but I'm talking about brother and sister.
2 days apart. 2 days
Was
apart.
it 2 days apart?
Yeah.
You showed strength. And I just have to tell you live that it was your strength that kept me off the ground. And I just want to tell you thank you. You just don't know how you wasn't planning on it. You didn't know you were even doing it. But I just want to tell you thank you because I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop right then and there. When my mom left, I was like, I can't do this right now.
Right.
But I just want to tell you, thank you so much. You are an inspiration to so many. And I know that we're going to have an amazing, funky good time.
We are. And is.
Is there
I'm
anything?
excited.
Is it anything that I didn't ask, that you got new projects coming out? Anything that you want to share with us before we go?
Well, I am excited to start working. I haven't started yet because I've been burying people.
Oh,
I have to joke about it because I had surgery and then everybody started dying. I had to get up off the sick bed. So
I know you sure did.
But anyway, I'm excited to get ready to start working on my very first film. And my first film is going to be about human trafficking. And it's going to be Rahab from the play, except we're going to twist it a whole different way. Just like the preachers will take a scripture and one preacher will preach the same scripture, and the next time you hear somebody else's same scripture, but a totally different message. That's how this movie's going to be. Totally different than what you saw at the play.
Oh my. So the movie is going to be Rahab?
It's going to be Rahab. And the reason for that is because
I love it.
I'm pretty sure you've heard my story before that I was brutally raped at 5 years old.
Yes.
That's where we're picking it up from. That's going to be Rahab's backstory.
Oh my God. You kept that secret
into a victory. How I overcame. But it's not really about me. We're just going to pick up some elements that happen so we can start the story.
I am so excited and proud of you. And definitely whatever Ladies in Film and Television can do to support and help, I will be your script supervisor. I even know Freddie done taught me how to do a boom mic. I know how to operate a boom now. So I could get on the writing team wherever you want me. Let me know because I am here to definitely support you. Congratulations. I am very thrilled to hear this. So I'm excited.
And I'm not gonna cut you off for giving me my accolades, but I want to give you yours. I remember you. I'm going to say, I think it was maybe 2008 or something when you started, or 2009.
It was 2009.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was gonna say I heard about you shortly after I got married. And I got married in 2008. So it was like 2009,
Mhm.
2010. I heard about you and I heard about you through the Vina. And I just want to say I have seen your growth. I have seen, and it's just like a mother. You see your children and they just blossom. You're so proud of them. And I see where you've come from. And I can't see because only God can see where he's taking you. But I am enjoying watching you go there.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's
That,
between
that
you
means
and
a
him.
lot.
But I can see you going somewhere.
Okay. I receive that. And you know what? And I thank you so much. I mean, this is really, I love what we doing out here. And I know you love what you do. And just like I think that was Emily that said in her interview earlier, and several people actually said it after her. It's about the craft and what you love doing. Of
It
course,
is.
we want to make money. We don't want to go broke. We
Right.
know we don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, you gotta love it first.
There's an old saying that says, follow your dreams because they know the way.
Yeah, I like that. Yes, they do. They do.
They know the way. You just got to follow them.
They do. Well, Evelyn, let me tell you, thank you so much again for joining us tonight. And congratulations on your nominations. I don't know how many you got, but I know you got some. And congratulations. And we look forward to hanging out with you next weekend and just having an amazing good time and meeting all these people that you continue to log on to check out. So thank you for that as well. And I want you to close out with a whatever you want to say, a inspirational thought, and we're gonna shut down after that, y'all.
I would just say that, like I just said earlier, follow your dreams because they know the way. If something is in your heart, don't let go. No matter what people say, no matter how hard it is. Sometimes you may have to put it on pause, but briefly. Don't let it sit there. Don't let it collect the dust. And sometimes you do have to put it on pause so that way you can regroup. You may need to be refreshed because we all do. But stay in the game. Put God first, and all things are possible with him.
Good night.
And I'll see you March the 30th at the Texas Indie Filmmakers Award. Country Western, I got my hat.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.